Ladies and gentlemen, we will be starting on time. We have been asked to request that if you are able to move toward the center and allow for some of the seats along the sides and the aisles to be made available, as we do expect a full house today. Thank you so much and welcome.
Maybe I can hang on. If it's low quality, don't worry about it.
I downloaded it.
Okay.
It's all it was. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the beautiful conference center on the campus of Brigham Young University. We would like to acknowledge the presence of Acting President Dr. Cameron Martin, President of Rocky Mountain University of Health Professions. It is a great honor and privilege to be with you this day, which is of great significance in the lives of these students. Along with you, we are very grateful for the favorable circumstances which have allowed us to hold this event in person. And we also express our gratitude to those who have labored so very diligently to allow these proceedings to be shared via live stream. We'll point out that a digital version of the program is available by scanning the QR code to my left. We'll begin today with some special remarks, which will be offered by Dr. Cameron Martin, who joined Rocky Mountain University of Health Professions in August of 2020, and is the Vice President of Operations and Chief of Staff to the Office of the President. As Vice President of Operations, Dr. Martin oversees and assists with human resources, facilities, and operations. As Chief of Staff, Dr. Martin oversees university marketing and communications, Title IX, and assists co-founder and founding president Richard P. Nielsen in managing the many demands of his office, including representing him and the interests of the university to internal and external constituents. Dr. Martin is very familiar with this campus, having earned 3 degrees from Brigham Young University, a bachelor's in political science, a master's degree in public administration, and a PhD in educational leadership. His doctorate research focus was on the role and organizational value of interim university presidents. Dr. Martin and his wife, Julie, are the parents of 3 daughters, and they reside here in Provo. Ladies and gentlemen, won't you please welcome with me Dr. Cameron Martin.
Thank you for that. And as he read in that bio, one of the duties I get to do is represent President Nielsen, who recently went on sabbatical. So I'm not only representing him in this event, but also to the university now as an acting president, which is kind of ironic given my doctoral research. I think karma has something to do with that. I don't know what it is, but we're finding out. So far I've discovered I'm in a spin cycle in the washing machine. It's great to be with you here today, and I do bring to you the well wishes and greetings of Dr. Nielsen. And I'm grateful for the opportunity to wish you well at this point in time in your journey. This is fantastic. I applaud you for your decision to choose a profession in physician's assistants and to be about a good work among many people that you'll have the opportunity to serve. And this is a great time in your life as you are now preparing for the next chapter of educational experience and starting your standardization patient exams in preparation of next August and hitting out in your clinicals. So in thinking about that, I thought, well, and granted, I don't have a white coat, but I have been served well by many who do. And I thought about that, and I have 3 names for you. They are Angie, Shauna, and Corey. Now, they may not mean anything to you, but they mean a great deal to me and my family. They are the PAs that have served us extremely well. Angie helped me when I was recovering or enduring the aftermath of a subarachnoid hemorrhage that put me in the ICU for a month. Shauna has been very dear to us, helping my wife. Yes, we are younger, but I say that to preference that she's had 3 heart attacks. She doesn't fit the data set. She had a condition called SCAD, spontaneous coronary arterial dissection, and has a stent in her LAD. Shauna was the PA who was so kind and took the time to express her well wishes as well as tender care for my wife. And then there's Corey, who's the PA to my family practitioner, if you will, that I go to see. I actually enjoy seeing all of these individuals now and when I have to, due to medical needs. They're individuals who've made tremendous impact on my life and that of my wife's or our family. So I was thinking about that in preparation of what is it that I could share with you that might be of interest and maybe of help to you as you engage in this next phase of your life. There are really three things that I came up with. One, when I was with them, they saw me. They heard me. There's a big difference there. Their eyes we had good eye contact, sure, but they didn't roll their eyes when I asked questions. Their body language said, I'm here with you. And they listened to us. So they just didn't discount what we were saying, because part of being a part of an institution that trains you to be outcomes-oriented and evidence-based, in that evidence-based is also the information that the patient gives to you. They listened. They asked clarifying questions. And it made a big difference. They also were not rushed. Now that's tough to do. Granted, when, say, I'm the 19th patient they're seeing in the day, and they still have 6 more to go with a mountain of paperwork to get to before they have a chance to go home. But they asked clarifying questions and asked, do you have other questions? They weren't rushed. They were in the moment with us. And that made all the difference. It truly did. And then the third thing is that they were willing to not only help us find the answers, but translate the medical jargon that gets thrown around and say, this is what it means. This is what you can expect. And they were truthful to it with us. They just didn't say, oh, it's all, sunshine and roses from here on out. You're going to have some challenges, but you can do it, and this is what you can do. They took that time. So I hope that you will do that. When you're with your patients, you're there with them, not worried about the next or distracted with other things, that you give them that attention, because then they will listen to you. They will care what you have to say because they know you care about them. Now, I've had some other experiences in my life of moments, if you will, with great medical personnel that have helped formulate my understanding of this world. One of them I have to tell you, well, I'm going to tell you 2 stories actually. That subarachnoid hemorrhage I had was, I was on the treadmill trying to get in shape, which is what I told Angie and the attending physician, Dr. Paul Gardner. To which the reply came, Cam, round is a shape. Embrace it. That simple line brought a smile to my face, even though it was very painful. I mean, smells even hurt when I was in that hospital room. It's crazy. But I realized, embrace it. I will also push back on when my cardiologist may not agree with you on that, but I'll go with it. So I'm finding my new normal, appreciating I am who I am, but still trying to be healthier, to live a better life. The other story I have to tell you is actually took place in this room years ago. I was at a gerontology conference because I have a minor in gerontology. Go figure, right? There's a story in and of itself. But nonetheless, we were here, and I attended a session hosted by Dr. Jackson. Now, he's the dad of the twins, Robert and no, I can't remember, and then Scott. Scott's the younger brother. They're orthopedic surgeons here in the town. Dr. Jackson was talking about colons and colon cancer. And that's of keen interest to me because I go back 4 generations with colon cancer on my mom's side. Well, all I remember from that moment, that day, was a saying from Dr. Jackson who said, where'er thou be, let the wind blow free. Because when you hold in your gas, it's not good for your colon. Don't be scared to use a little humor to help your patients be relaxed and also to remember the true principle. Embrace who you are, And where out there be, let the wind blow free, because it's good for your body and health. I wish you all the best in what you do, and more importantly, in how you do it. You represent the brand of Rocky Mountain University of Health Professions. It's on the white coat that you will adorn here momentarily. That means a lot. It should mean everything, because it's a representative of the outstanding education you've received and will yet receive here at this institution to prepare you for what it lies ahead. Most importantly, to prepare you for what you don't know is ahead. And the ability to say, I don't know the answer to that, but I'm going to help you find it. That caring way, those listening ears and eyes, and the ability to just understand and take the time to be in the moment and not be rushed will make all the difference. Your patients will trust you, and they too will stand and say, I have a name for you to know and remember, just like I do with Angie, Shauna, and Corey. Good luck to you, and Godspeed in all you do. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Martin. Our next speaker is a wife and mother of 4, and a current member of the class of 2023. Now, the experiences that led her here to Rocky Mountain consist of numerous volunteer experiences, and they include places like Genesis Community Clinic, Amen Free Clinic, Idaho National Guard Family Readiness Group, Idaho State University, After School Anatomy Program, Ronald McDonald House, and the Veterans Service Organization Mission 43. Her prior professional experience includes time as a neurofloor certified nursing assistant at St. Luke's Hospital, a lab technician at Treasure Valley Anatomy and Physiology Lab, and family support liaison for the Idaho Virtual Academy. Ladies and gentlemen, won't you please welcome with me Mrs. Jamie Widman.
Thank you. Oh my goodness. Wow, I did not deserve that welcoming. Thank you, Dr. Martin. I am so appreciative of your words. And it means a lot, and especially the humor part of it, because I wasn't quite sure where to go with this speech, and I got a little bit of my own. But your words were inspiring. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. So as John said, I'm Jamie Widman. I am absolutely elated to be here today. What an outstanding audience. Thank you for being here with us. I speak as a representative of all these students, but I've only known them for a few months and their family. And I just want you to pretend for a moment that they're all up here with me, because we're doing this together. I love this class. You guys look awesome, by the way. So no matter how much we prepared for this program, there was probably absolutely no way we could have ever known the path, what it would entail. We're climbing a mountain right now, and it's demanding and it's steep. And the workload is uniquely exhausting, but rewarding with every step. Today, we'd like to share just some of our favorite memories from our first semester here at Rocky Mountain University, and just give you a glimpse into our lives at PA school here. We want to share with you some beautiful and cherished memories of hearing the sweet sound of, is it okay if we start off with a patient today? Or, what's on your differential? We've heard those a lot. We especially love the feeling of being so incredibly smart one day and then completely incapable of deciding if we need to color the vessel on the anatomy worksheet red or blue the next. It's really hard sometimes. We really enjoy looking around the room and wondering how we even managed to get into this program, because these people are so smart. We've received many calming feelings, and some of them like, oh good, We don't need to know that. And then that's been followed up by a panicky feeling of, oh no, we do need to know that. We've had that experience a lot. And there's certain times that we trust the process, as these guys always tell us. But that running to-do list, it almost always outruns us, and that's pretty neat. The absolute best part of it is the whirlwind of tears, the laughter, the stress, and the accomplishments, the joy of new friends, the excitement of challenges, and then the absolute horror of waking up from a 4-hour lecture to see Tyler Summers staring at you right through the computer screen. It's like he knows and he can see on the other side, and he knows everything that we're doing, and he knows that we were dozing. I'm pretty sure he's a descendant of the Marvel character Multiple Man, so we might be asking for autographs later during refreshments. He can be in one place, like multiple places. He's probably doing surgery right now, for all we know. He's pretty awesome. So we've asked ourselves, can we do this? And then we've reassured ourselves, we can do this. And then we've hesitated, and then we've said, how do we do this? And then we hear dad jokes from Travis, and Lauren makes us feel like each and every comment is just incredibly valuable. She's like the nicest person ever on the planet. And then we chuckle, because Mike acts as though he's receiving a message of divine form every time somebody talks on Zoom. He looks around, and you know, it's fun. Like, he actually makes biostatistics fun, if you can believe that. It's pretty awesome. Brian, he somehow finds the most disgusting pictures. They're just absolutely gross. But he always has the best stories to follow it up, and it's just great. He's awesome. And finally, and most awesomely, we are graced by an inspiring, a metaphorical presentation by Master John Baird himself. You know, this guy puts his whole heart and soul into teaching. It's awesome. We feel it, and it's awesome. So we end up pushing ourselves a little harder than we ever pushed ourselves before, and we end up saying, this is the coolest thing ever. We're doing it. So we actually receive some of the most excellent support and instruction from faculty here at RMU. They reassure us when we doubt, they encourage us when we fall, and they completely understand how we feel as PA students, because they've all been through it. And they teach us with compassion, and we're truly grateful for you. Thank you. We've taken a whole lot of deep breaths, and we've continued to put one foot in front of the other, because the water hose does not shut off. The balancing act is real, and the C23 Emotional Stress Eaters Club is always taking new members. We are so proud of how far we've come, but we could not have done it without your support, all of you sitting here today with us. There are incredible husbands out there like Spencer and Eric and Braden and Daniel and others who carry the burdens because mom's at school. We have amazing wives like Amy, Kelsey, and others who work to take care of kids at home so that we can check out and get our work done. We have daughters like Kaylee and Mikkel who have committed to taking biology courses of their own so they can test their mom's knowledge and keep her on her toes. We have kids that hug us and tell us they love us, and they are proud of us. We have moms and dads who check up on us, who listen to our worries. They purchase Amazon stuff. I really want that. And they send gift cards so we can eat out once in a while. We have friends who keep us grounded. They make sure that we're taking time off and that we're breathing. You all make it possible for us to be here, and you contribute to our success in so many ways. Thank you for your hard work, for your commitment, your dedication, and your love supporting us so that we can do this. We are truly grateful for you, and we would not be here without you. We know that this white coat we are receiving today is woven with compassion, with work ethic, with purity, with empathy, and with commitment. This coat allows us to see the world through the lens of a provider. We will continue to work hard every day with discipline, with faith, to ensure that our actions reflect the values that are instilled in this white coat. We will place this coat on our back as students, but we will eventually grow into them as providers, and we will wear them proudly, confidently, and with the respect that they deserve. C23, we're not there yet. The mountain is still tall and it's still steep. And as they say, the man on top didn't fall there. He worked hard to get there. So we will go to work and we will get there. We will be grateful that we fought hard. We'll be grateful that we stumbled, that we stretched. And because of this, and because this is just the start of our lifetime of mountains to climb in our careers as a graduating class of physician assistants 2023. I could not be doing this with better people. I think you guys are amazing, and grateful for Rocky Mountain University for showing us the way. Thank you so much.
Oh, Jamie, I want to echo those sentiments that you are not there yet. But thank you for #trusting the process. I'll remind you that we also told you to #get comfortable with being uncomfortable. It is my sincere pleasure to introduce to you both a dear friend and colleague who's been a PA and is a PA and has been a full-time professor here with Rocky Mountain University since August of 2017, when our very first students were still brand new. He is currently the Associate Program Director and the Academic Director. As one of the founding faculty members, he helped design many of the courses within the curriculum, and he currently directs the Applied Human Anatomy, Cardiology, and Neurology courses. Now, before he joined RMU, he practiced neurosurgery at Mayo Clinic in Minnesota. And since his move to Utah, he's practiced part-time in underserved primary care medicine, preventative and lifestyle medicine, and is currently practicing emergency medicine at a local hospital. He's also nearing the completion of his PhD in health promotion and wellness with a dissertation-related research centering on lifestyle-related interventions in medical education. So I would ask with you to please join with me in welcoming Mr. Tyler Summer.
I thought John reminded you about the get comfortable with being uncomfortable, and then was going to introduce me as being uncomfortable. But thanks, John. It's always a challenge to follow a funny, charismatic individual like Jamie. So she's great. Thanks, Jamie. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. What an awesome and wonderful day this is. Like a dairy cow walking through tall grass, I am utterly tickled to be here with you. And truly, Matt just got it. Did you get it, Matt? Okay, gotcha. No, truly, I'm very grateful and humbled by the opportunity to speak this afternoon. Thank you all for being here. First, I'd like to speak to the family and friends of our students. Not only should you be very proud of your student that's here today, but I would suggest that you be proud of the entire cohort. Stepping up to the challenge of being a PA student during a global pandemic and with all of the uncertainty that comes with that is no small task. We're living at a time when American hospital systems throughout the country have been at or near capacity in a way that's never really occurred. Healthcare workers throughout the country and throughout the world, in many places of the world, are tired, stressed, and frustrated. We really don't know when this public health concern is going to end. Yet these students signed up anyway. They've shown up. They're participating. They're engaged and they're working hard. And they will contribute significantly to the healthcare system when they are done here and positively influence lives wherever they go. Training PA students over the past year and a half has been a challenging and interesting endeavor. It's required a lot of flexibility, both of faculty and staff, but especially of students. This cohort has been flexible, and they've been understanding, and they've been truly wonderful to work with, honestly. We would have been hard-pressed to find a better group of students to brave these next several months and years with us. So family and friends, thank you for being here to help us celebrate these PAs in training. So now I want to speak to you, class of 2023. Congratulations on getting to this point in your educational pursuits. Here we are at your white coat ceremony, and it's probably something that maybe you've been looking forward to or dreaming of for quite a while now. It's taken a lot of hard work to get here. As you know, many of the faculty continue to see patients clinically. Practicing in the emergency medicine setting, I've seen a lot of patients who are experiencing suffering and disease. Out of respect for those individuals, I will not share any details about the patient care I've been involved with recently, but it is sufficient to say that pain, disability, suffering, and death have been on my mind a lot lately, especially with certain recent cases. This isn't an easy career, but I think you already know that. So why am I telling you all of this? Why have I deliberately changed the mood in this room? It's important, it's to drive home an important point. The white coat you are receiving today means something very important. This white coat ceremony does not mark the end of anything. In reality, it marks the beginning of a hopefully long career taking care of patients, taking care of people who are suffering somehow and are coming to you for some help. With the donning of this white coat today, you're showing the world that you're joining the army of healthcare providers that strives to take care of people. It's a symbol of your willingness to help, your willingness to work, your willingness to serve, your willingness to regard each individual as an equal member of the human family, and to endeavor to serve each with compassion, concern, and diligence. You're going to see pain, disability, suffering, and death, even while you're a student in this program. You're going to have many opportunities to provide care and assistance to thousands upon thousands of people throughout your career. There's a significant difference between the science of medicine and the art of medicine. And here at RMU, we do our best to try to teach both. Both are very important. You can be the smartest of the smarties and know every disease process inside and out and completely dominate the national certification exam at the end of PA school. But if you don't have compassion for the patients that you see each day, a true desire to help them, then the science you mean doesn't mean very much. The science you understand doesn't mean very much. I love the saying, cure sometimes, relieve often, comfort always. These words originated with Dr. Edward Trudeau, who founded the tuberculosis sanatorium in the 1800s. For many centuries, it was true that all clinicians were able to do was cure some disease, and a little bit more often they might be able to relieve someone's suffering. But those clinicians of old had a lot larger role in comforting those who were suffering. In our modern world, we often think of the miraculous interventions we can perform in medicine, and a recent example of that could be the medical community's development of an effective COVID vaccination in a matter of months. Curing and alleviating may be more common and realistic now than it was in the 1800s. However, we must never forget that we should still comfort always. Our role as a comforter must be the foundation for the care we provide, regardless of whether we can cure the disease or alleviate the suffering. The Dalai Lama once said, "If you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion. Now you've completed a challenging first semester. The first semester of PA school is quite the beast, right? Yeah. Good job. But like Jamie said, there's still a large mountain ahead of you. There's a lot more work to be done, but I don't need to tell you that. The rest of PA school will still require perseverance, dedication, and vision. Speaking about vision, Helen Keller once said, the only thing worse than being blind is having sight but no vision. So I want to challenge you to reevaluate where you are and create a new vision of where you want to be a couple of years from now, and let that vision give you renewed purpose, drive, and meaning. Again, this white coat ceremony does not mark the end of anything but the beginning of something wonderful. It will undoubtedly be hard. Push hard. Stay focused on your dreams and that vision. Class of 2023, congratulations on getting to this point in your educational pursuits. I believe I can speak for the program and the university as a whole when I say we are proud of you and look forward to continuing our work with you over the next couple of years. Trust the process. Is that the third time we've said it now? Yes, today. And keep up the good work. Thank you.
Thank you, Tyler. We've now arrived at the purpose of our meeting here today. Now, I'd like to tell you that the white coat ceremony dates back to ancient days. The truth is that the tradition dates back, as my children might say, to the 1900s. Some of you might even been alive then. Specifically, the first white coat ceremony was held 30 years ago in 1993. It was held at the Columbia University College of Physicians and Surgeons, and it was the idea of Dr. Arnold P. Gold. Now, since then, the white coat ceremony has become a rite of passage to welcome students into the practice of medicine. The coat you'll be donning today is a little bit shorter. That distinguishes the wearer as one who is in training from the long white coat, which is typically donned by certified and licensed professionals. The white coat received today should always call to mind the oath that was taken at the time it was donned. An oath which will be taken in front of family, faculty, administration, peers, and the public. It serves as a symbol, this white coat, to patients of your commitment to their treatment with respect and dignity. Indeed, it could be called a cloak of compassion. Now, each student will be donned with a white coat. Now, let me just say that following the donning, the students will take upon them an oath which was developed by the class over the course of the last semester. That oath will be led by Mr. Zach Adams, who is president of the class of 2023 and the Rocky Mountain University of Health Professionals chapter of the Student Academy of the American Academy of Physician Assistants. Following the oath, we will hear closing remarks from Dr. Michael Nelson, Interim Dean of the College of Medical and Professional Sciences and Director of the Physician Assistant Program. Now, Dr. Nelson graduated with a bachelor's degree in biology as well as a master's degree in Physician Assistant Studies from Idaho State University. He earned a Doctor of Health Science from A.T. Still University and then graduated with a Doctor of Medical Science from Rocky Mountain University of Health Professions. Dr. Nelson practiced primary care and urgent care medicine after graduating from PA school in rural Idaho. He specialized in orthopedic and spine surgery and has continued to be active in clinical practice once a week in multiple areas during his tenure as a professor in the RMU PA program. And he continues to be an active faculty member and teaches a variety of courses. Now, for the white coat ceremony. Here to present to you the class of 2023 is a member of our faculty, Cecile Pryor.
Megan Sterling. Zach Adams. Jason Bendel. Oh, sorry, Madison. Madison Bazemore. Sorry, speak up. Brianna Black. Shalay Blyle. Victoria Boggs. Kelby Borkovink. Terrell Bowers. Terry Lynn Brasher. Kaylani Creech Weber. Jordan Drezen. Aubrey Dumitru. Jace Egbert. Edwin Fairfield. Kathleen Dow Garlick. Joseph Haywood. Catherine Hoffman. Kenneth Holt. Ryan Honculada. Melissa Hoyt. Melissa Hutchinson. Ashley L. Jones. Mikkel Kellogg Prince. Jonathan Kaiser. Kelly Craig. Jessica Lee. Jill Lazinski. Rachel H. Lund. Hannah Motter. Morgan Shelton McKee. Jessica Mercado. Lena Montopoli. Elizabeth Mullen. Likio Pope. Jacob Ramsey. Ashley Richardson. Tyler Roberts. Elise Romney. Matthew Schaefer. Natalie Stapp. Jacob Stout. Heather Swan. Sean Cephas. Rachel Thomas. Kate Weil. Jesse Westergaard. Jamie Widman. Ashley Jones Windsor. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Hey everybody, how's it going? So my name's Zach Adams. I'm the class president. Thanks. And yeah, I'm the guy that has too many questions, gets on everybody's nerves, and have the second least amount of hair, except for you, Joe. So yeah, so we wrote this all. Our class oath, a bunch of us got together and did this, and a lot of it really came down to you guys up here. One of the big focuses was we wanted to make sure that there was a good personal life balance with professional life. And I think that speaks a lot to you guys. Every one of you here raised some of the smartest people I've ever met. You guys constantly intimidate me with how good you are at this stuff, even when you feel awful at it. So yeah, you guys should feel really proud about that. And we only get through this if we do it together, and we're doing a great job of doing that so far. So thanks for doing that. And then I just want to say thank you to Naomi and Carol and Diane. So, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, without you guys, I wouldn't be here. So, thanks. So, let's read this thing. If you guys want to stand up, we'll do this. All right. All right, so everybody's got, yeah, we don't have to raise our hand, just read it. We're all saying this to each other too. So every one of us is going to hold each other accountable to this oath. Okay, so we, the physician assistant cohort of 2023, look to futures providers to commit the upholding of the following. We will maintain the highest standards of integrity, empathy, and professionalism. We will advocate for the well-being and safety and others of ourselves. We commit to recognize and overcome the biases and provide care regardless of need. Courage to say, I don't know. To be lifelong learners and to use determination and compassion to guide our paths forward. As providers and leaders, we all moments to remind ourselves to create opportunities for personal and professional growth, to strive for balance and wisdom in all aspects of life, and to inspire others. We pledge to hold ourselves and each others to these standards. All right, that's it. You guys can take a seat.
All right. I get to close this out. I get to bring us home. And I try to keep it to an hour, so I'll try. I first want to let you know that I never prepare anything for these. Every cohort that we have had is so different. The personality that comes as a cohort is so different from year to year. But what I want you to know is that during the whole interview process, when you interviewed with us, of course it was through a COVID time, so it was a little bit different. There were a lot of people interviewing for seats in PA school. And I don't know if a lot of you know this or recognize this in a program, in this program. Is the way we do interviews is we just don't see who's qualified. We try to fit you together. We try to say who can learn with each other, who can learn from each other. And we do our best to put you together as a cohort. And not to toot our own horn, or is it pass gas freely? No, I totally missed that. Both. That happens every year, and every cohort comes together. Your cohort is special, though. There's something about the way that you started the program, the way that you're continuing through the program, the way that we see you interact with each other, the way you support each other, that is different. And thank you for that, because it has not been easy through these times. to keep education going and to keep the images at the horizon in our minds about where you're going to be. So right now you are in school, but you won't always be in school. But you will forever be a student. I have to tell that because I teach EBP, evidence-based practice. But you will always be a student, but you won't always be in school. And so please always be looking forward, years ahead of time, who you're going to be, who you're going to help, okay? And then make it easy for that person. I've been contemplating a lot lately that I do a lot of things in my own personal life because I must hate the person in the next 2-3 days who I'm going to be, because I leave a lot of work for them to do. And I always look back 3 days later and said, you should have did that then, because it would have been easier now. And so there's the who we used to be and the who we're going to be, and we need to take care of that person who we're going to be. So let that kind of sink in next time when you think, I should study now. Or should I put it off? Should I let me, the tomorrow self, cuss the yester self for not doing it, okay? And I find that in practice as well. What am I doing today to help who I'm going to be in a couple days or years from now? So putting in the work right now to pay it forward to the person you're going to be then is so important. If that's taking care of yourself and exercising, finding that personal time to meditate, to reground yourself, then do that. I'm reminded of one time in PA school. It wasn't in PA school, it was after a long, long day in PA school. I came home, and it was a small apartment, and I sat down in a chair, and I just looked at the TV. You know when you have so much going on that you just choose not to do any of it? Right? It was one of those times. And my good wife came home from a long day teaching second grade, which is hard. And she looked at me and she goes, "You're struggling." And I said, "Yes." She said, "Do you want me to turn the TV on?" I just sat there and stared at it, wondering what to do. But it kicked in to keep moving, to take the next step. When things are hard, to take the next step. I tell my kids about the 3 little pigs, and I teach them that there was a 4th. And that little pig is alive. And they said, "They're all alive, Dad." They went in with the one with the brick house, and I said, "No, that was a very smart wolf." And they're like, "You don't know that." And I said, "The wolf could talk." How many wolves do you know of that talk? He was smart, okay? So he just simply waited until they went to work, because they were smart and industrial and went to work too, and he just ate them. They're growing up well. But he just ate the 3. But there's that 4th one. And the 4th one realized, I can keep moving. In fact, after time, after that wolf kept pursuing those 3 little pigs, that 4th little pig didn't even know there was a wolf behind him. The wolf didn't even know there was a pig ahead of him. Okay? Keep moving. Take that next step. When you feel complacent and things are okay, get uncomplacent. Take the next step. Don't let the wolf behind you eat you like he did those 3 other pigs. Okay. Just keep moving. Thank you all, family, friends, support groups that have come today. They need you to support them through this time. And then you can do what my parents do and call me every day with medical questions. Every day. We do have some refreshments for you. Back out through the door, we'll let our graduates, not our graduates, you will be someday, our pre-graduates. One step at a time, remember? We'll let them exit first as well, but feel free to stay with us and enjoy their company out in the pavilion behind us. To close out, I would love a round of applause for what you have done and what you're about to do. Thank you.